Absolute power isn't just dangerous, it's destructive. Unchecked authority doesn't just corrupt, it creates chaos. But what happens when a leader doesn't just demand obedience but worship? And how does a golden promise turn into Rome's darkest nightmare? Today, we unravel the rise and fall of Caligula, a story of power, madness, and the human cost of tyranny. Alright, picture this. It's 37 CE. Rome's just waved goodbye to the cranky and paranoid Emperor Tiberius, and in steps a fresh-faced 24-year-old Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, aka Caligula. Little Boots, they called him as a kid, thanks to the miniature soldier gear he used to rock while tagging along on his dad's military campaigns. Cute, right? Spoiler alert? It doesn't stay cute for long. At first, though, Rome was obsessed. Caligula had the vibe of a golden boy, son of the wildly popular General Germanicus and part of the powerhouse Julio-Claudian dynasty. His dad was a war hero, his grandpa was Tiberius, and through his dad, he was even linked to Augustus himself. People figured, this guy's gotta bring some good times back to Rome, and for a hot second, it looked like they were right. When Caligula became emperor, Rome partied like it was 1999 BCE. He pardoned exiles, axed those nasty taxes, and threw public games like a frat bro in charge of ancient Coachella. Oh, and he brought back the ashes of his mom and brothers, who'd been majorly wronged under Tiberius. For a while, it was all sunshine and gladiator fights. People thought a new golden age was on the way. But, and there's always a but, the dream didn't last. Fast forward a year, and Caligula gets super sick. Some historians say it was the flu, others think it was something a little more mental. Either way, when he recovered, things got weird. Suddenly, he wasn't just emperor. Nope, that wasn't big enough for our guy. He decided he was a literal god. He started swapping out the heads of statues of Roman deities with his own mug, and built temples dedicated to worshipping himself. Humble? Not so much. And if that wasn't enough, he blew through the empire's treasury like a trust fund kid on a bender. Giant ships, floating bridges, lavish palaces. He was living large, and Rome was footing the bill. To make up for it, he cranked up taxes and started confiscating wealth from the elites, which obviously made him about as popular as a Caesar salad at a lion's buffet. Now, let's talk about the dark stuff, because this dude's reign wasn't just about overspending. Oh no, Caligula had a flair for cruelty that makes your workplace micromanager look like a saint. According to ancient sources, he ordered random executions, tortured people for fun, and even dabbled in, family affairs that'll make your Game of Thrones box set seem tame. And then there's the infamous horse story. Allegedly, Caligula tried to make his horse, Incitatus, a consul. Was it satire, a joke, or just another Tuesday in Caligula's Rome? Either way, it's stuck in the history books and sealed his reputation as the OG Mad Emperor. And don't even get me started on his military campaigns. His invasion of Britain famously turned into a beach day where his soldiers collected seashells instead of, actually invading. Whether that was just bad planning or part of some bizarre god-complex performance art is still up for debate. But one thing's clear, nobody was taking him seriously anymore. By 41 CE, Caligula had alienated everyone, the Senate, the military, probably his horse. The final straw came when his own Praetorian Guard, led by a guy named Cassius Chaerea, decided they'd had enough. They stabbed him to death in a brutal ambush, ending his 4-year reign of terror. Fun fact, his assassination was the first of a Roman emperor, setting a trend that'd haunt Rome for centuries. Trendsetter? Sure, but not the good kind. So, what's Caligula's legacy? Well, it's complicated. A lot of what we know comes from ancient historians like Suetonius and Cassius Dio, who loved to spice things up with wild stories. Modern historians think some of those tales might have been exaggerated or outright fake, like ancient TMZ. Still, one thing's for sure. Caligula's story is a cautionary tale about absolute power and the absolute dumpster fires it can create. He remains a symbol of what happens when unchecked authority meets a touch of madness and a whole lot of ego. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. Was Caligula truly insane, or just a victim of bad PR? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.